Cristiano Ronaldo entered the 2026 World Cup carrying a 10-game tournament goal drought. At 41, public doubt reached a fever pitch. The media narrative was settled, his international career was effectively over, and his body could no longer maintain the physical demands of elite competition. Yet, within a single 45-minute window, Ronaldo would shatter 3 separate World Cup records and reclaim a specific historical milestone from his greatest rival. Reaching this level of output required a psychological sacrifice rather than a physical one. To survive on the pitch, Ronaldo had to abandon the individual playstyle that defined his career for 2 decades. The low point arrived under the heavy humidity of Houston, Texas, during Portugal's opening 1-1 draw against DR Congo. This heat map illustrates the breakdown in his game. He ran over 8 kilometers, but as the data shows, he never entered the penalty box. He finished the match with only 25 touches and 0 shots on target. The performance sparked an immediate outcry for manager Roberto Martínez to drop his captain in favor of younger, more energetic strikers like Gonçalo Ramos. Martínez refused to cave to the public pressure. Instead of a simple substitution, he designed a system that accounted for the captain's age. The problem was a matter of energy distribution. A 41-year-old body cannot drop deep to link play and still retain the explosive sprinting power required to beat a defender in the box. Against Uzbekistan's dense defensive block, Martínez shifted Portugal into a rigid 4-2-3-1 formation. The strategy turned the striker into a stationary anchor. By artificially restricting his movement radius, the team forced the midfield to handle the running while the captain waited for his moment. In the first half, Ronaldo was limited to just 13 touches. This was a deliberate effort to conserve maximum kinetic energy for the few high-value chances the team managed to create. This trade-off, sacrificing general involvement for isolated, lethal precision, allowed Ronaldo to maintain his impact despite his physical decline. This tactical discipline was tested during a set piece near the box, a moment where Ronaldo would traditionally insist on taking the shot himself. He took his signature stance. The wide legs and deep breaths built the expectation that he was going for goal. Instead, he bypassed the ball entirely. By acting as a decoy, he pulled the wall and the goalkeeper toward him, creating the opening for Nuno Mendes to score. The energy he banked during the build-up play paid off in the 6th minute, when he produced an explosive near-post smash from a João Cancelo cross. He followed this in the 39th minute with a clinical slot that secured the brace, proving his striking power remained intact when deployed in short bursts. By setting aside his personal desire to be at the center of every play, Ronaldo enabled his most efficient performance in years. As the tactical plan was realized, Ronaldo celebrated with a clear message: "I'm back." This timeline represents a historic first. With that goal, he became the only player in history to score in 6 different World Cup tournaments. He also reached 10 total World Cup goals, breaking a national record that had stood for 6 decades. The record was originally set by Eusébio during the 1966 World Cup in England. At 41 years and 138 days old, Ronaldo also reclaimed the record for the oldest brace scorer in the tournament's history. These records suggest that tactical discipline and cognitive adaptation can extend a career long after biological peak. This shift in individual focus mirrors the broader emotional state of the national squad heading into the 2026 finals. Just weeks before the tournament, forward Diogo Jota was killed in a car accident at the age of 28. The team wore black armbands in his honor and officially registered him as the eternal +1 on their World Cup roster. As the captain adapted his role for the good of the system, the entire team operated under a shared motivation. This run was no longer just about the legacy of one man, but the memory of a fallen teammate.